Hello and good morning, everyone. I am Jeff Blankenburg. It is Friday. It is July 17th. We are cruising into the weekend, and I'm excited to be here today. I have some a need for a haircut. It looks like I got some tufts that are just not cooperating. Anyway, welcome to the show. Here we are. Kevin Evans. Good morning. JB Nunn. I can't let it grow, man. I did it once. At the beginning of this quarantine. I tried to do exactly that. I normally go about 4 weeks between haircuts. And I went 9 weeks, maybe almost 10 weeks, and it was so out of control. It's already almost there. This is well coiffed, it's well organized today, but it's not always like that. And it can get quite, like when I wake up in the morning, it's just like all janky and whatever. Anyway, so you guys aren't here to hear about my hair. We are working on some cool stuff. Some of the stuff that we're focused on right now is this casino. And one of the things that we left off on Wednesday with was the ability to get the chatbot, the casino that we've been building, to get it running inside an Alexa skill. And one of the things that I really struggled with was, how do I do this in a way where I can have multiple projects sharing the same code logic? So the code logic that I'm referring to is being able to play poker and craps and blackjack and roulette and slots. Do all of that stuff directly from the Alexa skill. And so I was really struggling with this because I was trying to think of a way where I have one unified source of code that somehow lives in two projects. I don't want to have to move it or shake it or do whatever. And it seems to me that there's two available solutions to me, neither of which I'm going to do because I'm lazy and I just want to get to the thing, and then we can worry about that thing later. So the first solution is to actually take the casino itself and make an NPM module for it. This would mean that I have to boil the casino itself down to just be the casino parts, not the chatbot parts, because there's a lot of overlap in those right now. So I would have to boil the casino down to just be the casino stuff. And then I could make an NPM module of that, and then I could import that into both of the projects, the chatbot and the Alexa skill. But that's a lot of work. And then I have this NPM module that lives out there, and other people might try to use it, and it's got dependencies on Airtable and keys and all this other stuff that I'm not going to be able to give them access to. So I'm not sure that necessarily works for me. There is also another node-based solution called Bit, and Bit allows me to basically do the same thing but locally. So instead of npm install whatever, there's a Bit set of commands, and Bit allows me to basically create repositories locally on my machine, or modules, I guess, and then I can import those into projects. But it's still, the trick I have, and this is something that I know about myself, is that I'm just not going to do that. Like, it's very unlikely to happen. So what I think I'm going to do for now, because this is ultimately the same thing, I'm just not using technology to make the transfer of files work easily, is that I have boiled down, and I guess we can get right into this. Let me bring this up. I have boiled down the casino. In fact, let's close this whole solution for now. Whoa, I didn't want to do that. Oh my gosh, there's so much to unpack today. Let's go open the code for this casino that I've been working on. So the Chatcino bot, you can see that I've already started moving some things around. So I now have the Chatcino bot. This is going to be the bot that runs the casino. And it's the one that responds to you and has all the texts and all the stuff. Then we have the casino itself. And this is going to be ultimately that NPM module or whatever it is. But what I'm going to do for now is just copy it. I'm just going to copy this, and I'm going to go into the Alexa skill, and I'm going to go into Lambda, and in here I have all of these folders. So what I'm going to do inside the Lambda folder is I'm just going to copy in let's open actual Finder window and do it here. So if I go to GitHub and I look at the Chatcino Chatcino, I'm going to take this whole folder and we'll talk it through a little bit. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to go into the Alexa skill, into Lambda, and I'm going to drop this whole folder, which has a lot of files in it, directly in here. Now the reason that I'm doing this is because this is what having the npm module will be like, right? I will say npm install Chatcino. It will go out to the npm repository, pull down the code that I need, install it in my node modules folder, and we'll be off and running. So this is a similar idea. I'm also going to lowercase this just because I think it'll make my life a little easier. But this is my boiled down version. So the first thing that I want to do to confirm that everything's going to do what I want it to do is let's go to open, and we'll choose the Alexa solution now. And in here, you can see that we have our Lambda, we have the Chatcino that's in here, and then we have this test folder. In here, these are the tests for the casino itself. And so I just want to run those to make sure that the way that we've done this, there aren't any other dependencies or anything weird that we're missing out on. So I'm going to do cd lambda Chatcino. And then in here I have, I should be able to just say jest. Okay, and so you can see that it went through all of my tests, which are, there's 347 of them across these four modules. So we're good. So yeah, W. Giorgio, kind of. What I'm doing for right now is I'm just copying it into my project. That won't ultimately be the way this will work. What we'll ultimately do at the end of all of this, when we get things completed, is that I will have a standalone casino module that I can import via npm. I think that's where I want to end up, but I'm just not there yet. But that's also not the thing I want to work on right now. I want to work on building the skill. So that's why I'm just copying it in for now, and then eventually I'll go back and do the right things. So that's that. Before we do that, we already have 11 people here. This is a fantastic Friday morning. I wanted to share one other thing with you, which is if we come to here, cancel that and this, and come here. Let's do a twitch.tv. And this is a moment, like, I know you guys casually watch or whatever, but you might want to just jump onto the browser for a second if you're not actually watching the stream. Good morning, Ertugal. Good to see you. Trey Last, JB Nunn, Kevin Evans. What I wanted to show you guys is that if we scroll down here just a little bit, I have these panels. We've talked about the Wall of Fame and the number of you are on there. But there's a new button. You guys have asked me about creating a Discord for this channel, and so I did that. And it exists, and we can go there, and it looks like this, and I would love for you guys to join in and participate. What this gives us is the ability to have conversations all the time, rather than just whenever I happen to be streaming or whatever. So this exists now. If you guys want to join, the link is there on the Twitch page. And I'd love for you guys to jump in and participate and play and converse and stuff. You are welcome to use this Discord for Alexa Live if you guys want to chime in here. Although I'm working on some other solutions for that as well. There is also going to be chat during Alexa Live. So if you're in a specific session, you'll be able to chat there as well. So I don't necessarily want to take away from the Alexa Live experience. But Kevin Evans is in. So anyway, I think the way that I expect this to work, there's the lawn, right on time. The way I expect this to work is that the Discord is generally used when streams aren't happening, and when I am streaming, let's keep it on the Twitch chat, because that makes it easy for everybody to know what's going on and paying attention. So that's kind of the intention of this. I have literally no idea what I'm doing with Discord. I mean, I've used Discord and I participate in a couple of them, but I don't know anything about what I'm doing in running one. And so if there are things you guys want, or there's things I need to enable, or there's things that'll make it better, tell me. And I would be more than happy to try to implement or include those kinds of things. I'll also probably need to add some moderation at some point, so that you guys have the power to do the things that you want to do while you're there, because this is about being a community, and I don't necessarily want to be the owner of a community. I want to be a participant too. So if there's ways that I can help make all of this stuff work, I would love to do so. So it exists. It is here now. And I hope that we can continue to have conversations and talk with each other and whatever. I'm going to have to figure out how to hook the casino up to the Twitch, to the Discord chat too. But that's all stuff to figure out and play with. But I just want to let you guys know it's here for now. So if you want to participate and play and hang out and have conversations, it's here and we can do that. But I'm going to get back to Twitch for now and talk about my skill. So the thing that we were doing on Wednesday, whenever, I've lost all track of time, is that in our Lambda, we have an index file. And in here, no, not this. I had a, did I lose it? Did I get rid of it? What did I do with that file? Oh, I think I know what I did. Let's, Noah's Pants Party. It is totally a That Conference t-shirt. That's excellent eyes. You guys can see I have a That Conference t-shirt on today. Good eyes, Noah. Yeah, that's me. I've been to almost all of the That Conference events. In fact, they have a cool one coming up on August 3rd. You guys should tune into. You can check out that.us to get signed up and stuff. But it's kind of like a virtual open spaces, which looks pretty awesome. So I'm looking forward to that. August 3rd. Let me go see if I go into my... Did I put it in here? I think I put it in here. Handlers. Yeah, start game intent. This is the one that I wanted. This is the one where I've already grabbed the values, and I was trying to point at the cashier, and this is where I couldn't find my references. So let's just take this. And we'll come over to our actual project, and we'll create a new file called start game intent.js. And in this start game intent, we'll have this. And now, instead of this, we're going to have, I need to get a reference to that cashier. So we're going to do, from this, we're going to do // Chatsino / cashier. Do I want to do that, or do I want to just... Oof. I guess this makes my life easier, right? I could just make this reference, and then what I can do here, there's my cashier, there's my isValidWager function. Let's see. Is that how I want to do it? I think it is. All right, so cashier.isValidWager is the thing that we're doing. Let me bump that up a little bit. There we go. Much more readable. And what I'm going to do here is take this isValidWager, and I need to think about what this function is. Is this actually working? Cashier, poker, roulette, slot. Oh, I didn't actually... Oh, because I called it cashier. I need to call this Chatsino. I don't see in the Chatsino, I don't see the cashier included in my index file. So there we go. There's a cashier. That exists and works now. I have tests on some of those things. They're not all there yet, but we'll get there. But for what I want to do right now, is come back into start game intent, and what I want to be able, the wrong one, I want to be able to see my function here. So cashier, no, it's not cashier anymore. It's chatsino.cashier. See, I don't know if I love having to do that every time, but is valid wager, and it takes a user and a wager. So this is where, if we go back, oh, so this is where we got tied up. I am now remembering all of the things. So down here, this is where we were trying to get our user record. So we have our session attributes manager. All that stuff is great, and we have up here, we're gonna need the ability to do the same kind of casino user management stuff that we were doing other places. So in the cashier, I only have deposit right now, and I don't even know if that's working. Yeah, it looks like it's working. But I'll have to do a withdrawal as well. But I have a data layer in there that is get user record. And this is me just passing in. This doesn't look right either. I feel like I wrote another version of this. This is the problem when you are like between code bases. I don't remember where I wrote it. So let's look at the Chatsino bot and look at the Airtable get user record. Where's that? Get user record. It's not there. Where else would I have made this change? There's one other option. But this is the piece that I just moved over. Oh, because I did get user by username. But this is literally the stuff that I just moved over. So why don't I have that in there? Inside the Chatsino, the folder that I just moved into this one. Oh, because I'm not looking in the right data folder. I see. Okay, so close this. In the Chatsino, there is a data folder, and in here I have a get user by username. This is my effort at checking them by username. Man, I really feel like I had another file that had some if conditions. Maybe I didn't do that because I well, anyway, let's just save this as another file. What I really want to do is be able to get this user record. Get user by user ID. Add this in here. Get user by user ID. All right. That's our goal, Zulu. Thanks for being here, man. I'm glad you tuned in at all. Thank you, Kevin Evans, for some hydration. Okay. You guys talking about certifications too. That I don't know if you're talking about Alexa certifications, but that reminds me that I got a kickback from Alexa about the dev tips skill. This is part of the process that I feel is so broken. I've gone through certification twice and failed. It failed again for other stuff. And like now it's been 10, 15 days that I've been trying to push it through certification. I'm losing momentum. Like I need to go back to that. I want to get it done and live, but I've moved on, right? Time has progressed, and now it's like, do I really want to go back and revisit that and think about it again? I will, but it's frustrating and annoying, the process. So for this one, this is going to be user ID, and this is going to be user ID. Yeah, that should work. Cocktails guy, hey, how are you? Good to see you. I feel like I recognize your name, but I don't remember if I've seen you before here or not. Thank you. I'm glad I have a nice look. I appreciate it. Call Me Roby is asking if I work for Amazon. Yes, I do work for Amazon. I'm on the Alexa team, which is what we're working on today. We're building an Alexa skill that is a casino. But yeah, thank you guys for being here. We're actually in the process of trying to drive towards 500 followers. And according to that clock behind me there, it says we're at 468. So we need a couple more followers. If you guys want to get on board, this is the place to be. We do a lot of live coding here. We have a casino running sometimes. Looks like it's not running right now, but I can fix that. Let's go make that happen. So if I go cd github / chatcino bot and npm, the casino is open. MBA exams, man, yeah, that'll do it for sure. Okay, so the bot is running. That's cool. If you guys haven't used the bot before and you want to spend a little time gambling here, it's very, very easy to do. All you need to do is, let's do this so you can actually see what I'm typing. You can do things like Poker 5, and you play a game of video poker. There we go. I just won 5 coins. For Cocktails Guy and for Call Me Roby, you guys all are earning coins every time you post a message. So if you type balance, you can see how many coins you have. As a new user, when you show up here, I automatically give you 500? I don't remember exactly. Cocktail Guy, you bet 10, won 10, got a pair of 4s. Nice work. So that's poker. Kevin Evans is just handing money out. That's super nice. Oh yeah, Kevin, you give the name first and then the command. I gotta tweet that up. Matt Groves lost 5. There we go. The casino is running. You guys are figuring it out. And so there's poker, there's slots, and if you don't indicate a bet, if you just say !! slots or ! poker, it will just bet half of whatever your money is. So please keep that in mind. I think it's fun to bet half your money, but it can be risky also. There you go, Matt. You got some roulette. You lost 500 on it. Is that right? No, bet 97, 197 in poker. Nice. So anyway, that is all playing out nicely. You guys can play in the casino as you'd like, but it's poker, there's slots, and there's roulette. You can also play craps mostly, and that should all work too. But craps is a little trickier because you actually create a table and then you may place a bunch of bets and then you can roll the dice. So anyway, that's all fun to do and play with. But in the meantime, I'm going to get back to this and figure out how to actually create a user. So this stuff all looks good. The other thing that I'm missing, and I'm going to go on camera just for a second while I do this, is I need to go into my new Lambda function, and I need to add some environment variables for my Airtable stuff so that it'll work. So I'm going to go do that right now. I know you guys can't see my screen, but that's by design. There's also, while we're waiting for that to happen, there's also a bunch of, other commands that you can use. There are, you can do ! history, and it'll show you how you've done against all the different games. So Jeff Nunn can see he's not done well in poker or roulette, but he has earned 500 credits from people giving him stuff. So that's your history. So you can see, Cocktails Guy, you're new, but I started you with 1,000 credits. You're up 50 in poker, so that's pretty awesome. The lamp? Oh, you know what? Trade last. I didn't start that one. Let me do that too. So many bots. I need to write a script that just fires these all up for me. Okay, the lamp is running now. So if you want to change the lamp now, trade last you can. And apparently I have a one-time code I need to take care of. Do we have a yellow lamp now? Oh, we do have a yellow lamp. See, boom, yellow. So thank you for the lamp change. And you guys can all do that. Trade last. I fixed the bot, so you should be good on changing colors now. And I don't have the Alexa bot running right now, but I can do that too. Now we've got 3 things running. CD, Alexa, chat bot, nodebot.js. And that one is up and running. Okay, cool. We have all the bots. So now what I really want to do is go into my Lambda functions. And we need to find my skill. Here it is. And again, I know you guys can't see this, but it's on purpose. Cocktail Sky, what do you mean I got popular on Twitter? What does that mean? I'd love to know more about. I don't necessarily consider myself popular, but if people think I am, that's fun. Oh, okay, cool. My threads have been popular. So I need to go into my environment variables. I need one called Airtable based data, and another one called Airtable API key. And then I need those actual values, which are here somewhere. Save those. Yeah, it's this is getting good. Trade-Lass, are you trying to break things? It looks like you're trying to break things. Okay, I think we've got our environment variables in the place we need them to be now. It's National Emoji Day. I didn't even know that. That's cool information. Okay, so we're good on the keys. I think that stuff is set up there. Let's see. Oh my gosh, W Giorgio with a big win, big 10,000 win. All right, so now that our keys are there, I feel like this piece should work. So I have get user by username, but this needs to be user ID. And this needs to be the same thing down here at the bottom. And what I really want to do is just have the skill load and have my user ID available to me. So what we do here is we say const user record equals, and this is going to be awaiting, we're doing this in the casino, so I need const chatcino equals require chatcino, like so. Okay, so I have the casino, and then what I want to do in here is say when the skill loads, do casino.data.getUserRecord. I think that should, no, it's get user by user ID. Does that look right to you? I don't even see data in there. Let's take a look at what's going on. So if I look at the, I gotta close down some of these folders. We have so many files now. In here, I have the cashier. I don't have data. So we got to bring data into const data equals require data. Okay. So now we should be able to do this, where I can say chatcino dot data get user by user ID, And that should return a oh, that's awesome. Okay. So we're good there. And then what I want to do is save that into the session attributes. So we'll do this. And I have my user attributes now saved into the session. This feels to me like I should be able to say ask deploy, if I can type, and we'll push all this stuff out and see what we get. And then I think our next step this morning, we still have time, our next step should be to get the local debugging set back up. So let me, while this is pushing, let me go remember how to do that. So we'll do bespoken local debugging, because this was really easy to do. I just don't remember how I did it. That looks like the thing I'm probably missing. So I'll have to wait for that to finish. But doing some local debugging will also make all of this a lot faster. There you go, Call Me Roby. You got it. So it's just like a real casino. You lose a lot, but you can win sometimes too. It's got all the same odds built in that you would find in a Vegas casino, so it should pay out about the same. Hopefully you win some money once in a while. Kevin Evans does not have much luck sometimes. That's just it's a running joke around here, is that Kevin is unlucky. Give Kevin Evans we'll make it better for him. People are very generous with their money. Mr. Smoofy, good morning. The current revision ID, you don't like the current revision ID, really? Why do we have to fight over this? Just do what I say. Do what I say is what I say. It takes a long time to get to that error. Is there any way to time out a .speak so I can control the flow of the intent? W. Giorgio, I'm not sure I understand. Is there a way to time out a speak so I can control the flow of the intent? I would love, for the specific scenario you're trying to accomplish, if you can share that with me. I'd love to know what you're doing, or like tell me this and like lay it out for me. Tell me what you're trying to do, and let's see if we can't figure it out together. I don't know why you'd want to do that, because the .speak is really like, how do we Mr. Smoofy, they totally do. There is an Alexa skill for it. It doesn't do a lot, but it'll let you set alarms and stuff on it, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I'm really digging it so far. We're up to 469, by the way. 31 followers to get to 500. When we get there, just for those of you that maybe aren't following, we'll be giving this away. So if you like this kind of stuff, I will mail this out to you at no cost to you. This brand new in the box, The Child. And we'll also do an entire episode with me dressed as an X-Wing pilot. So that's all coming, but we got to get to 500 followers. Very, very close. We are on our way. I can't honestly believe that we're even talking about it. But here we are, almost at 500, and I think we're just going to keep. I think we're going to keep doing it. It feels like we're building a really nice community here of people, and of nice people too, which is something that I really like. We don't have some of the jerkier people showing up, which is good. So I'm really excited about where this is going. That's why I created the Discord. That's why I want to give people an opportunity to jump in and share and talk and connect, right? Oh, our skill went through. So let's go here. That's good. I don't need this lens. We will go to developer.amazon.com and we'll test our skill. I just had to reset my password on my machine. JB Nunn, I don't know if you had to do this, but I just reset the password on my machine. And of course that blows away the entire... oh, look at this. That's new. Look at this. This is a whole new interface. Wow. Have you guys seen this before? And it's just always so This is amazing. They got some new features in here. So let's go to edit. Okay, so we're coming into test. That's what we really want to do. So Jeff Nunn, Jeff and I, this is one of our favorite things. No one tells us when the interface is going to change. And then it just changes. And like they're doing it days before Alexa Live, which means potentially demos and things will look different than how it looks. A pre-Alexa Live release, I guess, yeah. So I'm going to do open chat Sino. Please work. It's not going to work because we all know how code goes on this channel. But it's optimistic that it'll work. It's clearly not working.
There was a problem with the requested skills.
Okay, so then we're going to open up some CloudWatch. While we're doing that, we'll take this line and add this to our project. So nope. Let's do it in the Lambda folder. And come to CloudWatch. Look at our log groups. Come on. We're already here. 11:40 on the 15th. No, thank you. I would like... Are you saying that I didn't even hit the Lambda function? What are we doing? What are we doing? Oh yeah, because reasons. So now I gotta go figure out what the IAM role is for this. Man, everything's so hard. All I've got is time, and I find so many different ways to burn it up. So, if I look at my function, this one, and we look at its permissions, this is the execution role. Come on. We can take that right here. And then we'll do this again. Bespoken finished at the perfect time. Ask deploy. Now let's go read the rest of the Bespoken stuff while we wait for that last deploy. Is there a... I just want the... This is the thing that I wanted. Okay, so this is the thing that I've been missing. So in here, package.json, we're going to have a new... We'll call this dev. And I'll have to do cd lambda and like so. I think that'll work. And then, so I'll say npm run dev, and then it'll fire that thing up. It'll give me a URL. I'll go modify my skill endpoint with that new URL that it's going to give me. And then we're good, I think. I didn't save this file. Hope that doesn't matter. I'm fine with all that. Fine with it. Guys, I know I talked to you about this on Wednesday. Do you know that I'm going camping in a few hours? I'm headed out for a weekend of living in the woods with some buddies of mine at a social distance even. We're going to do this again because reasons. So I am leaving not long after this stream, and I'm going to drive out to a state park, and we're gonna do some camping. It's going to be good. I've got my car all packed up. I'm taking my Jeep Wrangler. That's what I drive. I have no doors, no roof on it right now, and I'm going like that. There's some risk to that. Obviously, I live in Ohio, and there's a good chance it's going to rain. Actually, it seems like there's a very low chance it's going to rain where we're going this weekend. But anytime you take your Jeep out with the top off, there's always the chance that it's going to rain because that's how things work. So what I got for myself is a 12 by 16 tarp, 12 by 16 feet, and some bungee cords. And in the case that rain does come in, I can throw the tarp over the top of the car, bungee it to the tires, and boom, waterproof car. So that's something I'm looking forward to doing because I really like driving my car without the stuff on. Usually from about early May until almost October, all of that stuff is off of my car. And then for the wintertime, obviously, we put it on. But I have this cool pulley system in my garage. So I go in, I connect two cables, and then I pull the cable down, and the lid of the back cab of the Jeep just lifts up into the air in my garage. It is a hardtop, yeah. And then the two front panels, those are easy to take off, and then the four doors come off pretty easily. So I have all of that stuff just like hanging out in my garage. But man, when everything's off and the wind's blowing, it's just so great. And then taking all that out into the woods, this is going to be a fun weekend, I think. Yeah, I'm sure I'll have some pictures on Twitter and stuff like that. So if you guys are following me there, I'm sure you'll see it. All right. You see how long this deploy is taking? This is why we use tools to make it better. This is just taking absolutely forever. But we're almost there, and then we will be able to fire this up and start debugging locally. I think. I'm sorry, what? What did I do wrong here? The Lambda deploy failed for Alexa region default. If I come into my skill package, is it in here that you're having the issue? Yes. My goodness. All right. Well, let's just try this instead. So we're gonna do npm run dev. Isn't this my package.json file? That's in. Oh, that's still in Lambda. And I don't have one at the top level. There's no package.json at the top level, so I need to create one. New file, package.json. And in here, well, we'll just take this whole thing for a second and then chop all the pieces out that I don't need, because I don't need most of it. So I need, we can leave the test there for now. This is called, okay. So now if I say npm run dev, what do? You run on dev. Heck yeah, you do. Okay. So did it? It's still connected. Okay, so we take that and we come into our skill itself, and we'll change some endpoint to point to our local machine, and then we'll see what once that's working, man, this will be so much easier. So I'm going to change this to an HTTPS URL. We're going to choose this. We're going to choose the my development endpoint as a subdomain. All of that looks good. Save endpoint. And now when we test, this should be as easy as saying open chat Cino and seeing it hit here. Now this is fine. I like errors. Cannot find module, ask SDK core. So we got a launch request.
The requested skill did not provide a valid response.
That's fine. Do I need to do... ask SDK. Did I not do an npm install here? I thought that I did. We should have all that stuff here already. If I go look at my node modules for the skill. No, it's not there. Well, hopefully it will be now. Did I just do that? No, I did it in the right place, right? I'm in the Lambda folder. If I open node modules, do I have ask SDK, ask ASK? Rowley? We're going to go with Rowley. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. You put us 20, 30 followers away from 500. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for being here. I hope you enjoy the crazy nonsense lights that are happening behind me and everything else. In the meantime, we're trying to figure out why this isn't working. Ask. I don't see ask in here at all. Let's do... I don't understand why... Oh, it's R? All right, we're going to go with R. R sounds great. Welcome to the show. As you may see, as Kevin Evans just indicated, you have to... Well, they should have... Did you spell it wrong, Kevin Evans? There you go. Okay. We have a casino running here. It's free. There's no money involved, really. But you earn a coin for every time you post a message in the chat, R. And... then you can gamble them in casino games like poker and slots and roulette and stuff like that. So if you want to play along, feel free. It's no cost to you. It's just for fun. Ask. And, oh, there we look at that. Now we have it. So I wonder if now, if I say If we say ask run dev, I'm sorry, what? What do you mean command not found? It's very much a command right there. Oh, not ask, npm run dev. That's just my brain not working. Too many things. Too many things at once. Okay, so now we should be able to say open chat Sino. And we get an unexpected token. That's fine. I can live with all this. Chatsino index.js.
Skill did not provide a valid response.
On line 8? Are you sure? Boy, is it going to be a rough day. Chatsino, Lambda. Oh, it's in that one. Okay, so let's go look. Let's go see what's happening with this index file. Is there something? Oh, look at that. Magic. You guys are not gonna believe this. My debugger found a bug. Okay. Just so we're all on the same page. Work. Get user by user ID. We're getting closer. We're getting so much closer.
Did not provide a valid response.
I don't really need that right now anyway. Great. We've got to get to a point where we're not just blowing everything up. All right, try again. Inside the casino, data, get user by username. Well, we're calling the wrong function, so that's also part of it. But get user by username, that's fine. We'll take this debug stuff out because I don't really need it right now. Okay, so here we are. So we're now at a place where things are doing what they're supposed to do. So if we look at the Chatsino index, the thing that where is it here? The thing that I want to see is down here at the bottom. We are calling get user by user ID. But somehow we're hitting the get username function. And I'd like to know why. So let's try it one more time because that doesn't make sense to me. I need to see how this plays itself out. Oh, did it work?
There was an error. What should we do now?
Okay. We can do this. Fetch is not defined. I don't understand how. Okay. I thought when I said npm install that it would take all the packages that I have in my package.json and install them for me. cd lambda. Npm install. I shouldn't be having to do this with every library that I've got here, but I'll do it. I'll do it. W. Giorgio, are you kidding me? The good news is that this is working. So now we can do npm install Airtable, because I'm sure that's not here either. The 8-ball knows what's up. I like that you use the 8-ball to determine how you're going to make your bets. Very smart. All right, so now let's try npm run dev. Whoa. I have to remember how to do this. cd. Let's look at my other package. BST proxy stop. This happens once in a while, and I never know why. But I think I can just kill the terminal and get a new terminal and say npm run dev, and it'll work. No. How do I... BST. BST proxy. BST proxy lambda. There's a way to do this, and I just can't remember. Yeah, it's BST proxy. It's not BST proxy lambda stop. I don't know what to do here. Let's see if we can do that. npm there we go. I don't know what else I can do there to get that to do what I want, but that seems to solve it. Their stop command does not give me the ability to actually stop it. So, open Chatsino.
Jeff, there was an error. What should we do now?
How? Oh, I see. Maybe I need to cd lambda bst proxy lambda stop. I think we're going to run into the same problem again. Yep. And I don't know why that happens. Okay. So we're going to go cd chatsino. No, cd lambda / chatsino. npm install. npm install, please. Look at that, Kevin. Doubling up. Doubling up. That did not do everything that I wanted it to do. npm install. I don't understand why it's not installing these packages for me. I can only imagine what else is missing. So we're looking at this one? No. This one. What else do we need in here? Debug, node fetch, TMI. I mean, are any of these things installed? Getting frustrated today. I don't like getting frustrated, especially on a Friday. Like, there's so much fun to be had today, and I'm here battling with modules. Ugh. And even worse, I chose the wrong module. Yeah, I'm kind of getting that feeling, W. Giorgio. I was on Unspecified Software stream this morning, and we had a really nice conversation. Never got into any code. Talked for like an hour and a half, which was awesome. TMI.js. And so an hour into this stream, and I'm already like, I'm feeling it. It's a lot to be on stream so early, or to be on stream so much, right? 2 hours is a nice natural feel for me. But I already did 2 hours before we even started this one today. I have heard, though, that it would be interesting, maybe as our next challenge, once we get past this 500 barrier, is to do something crazy like a 10-hour stream or something, where we'll bring in guests and we'll do like a whole like show kind of thing. Do some speed runs in video games. I think I still have all that set up. Maybe. Somewhere. Kevin Evans, oh my goodness. That's a big win right there. What else can we... I mean, at this point I'm just making sure that all of the npm run dev, and it's probably going to break on me. Yeah. I don't know how to fix that. Save it. Close it down. And let's get it again. Open folder. GitHub. Chatsino. Goldzula has a big goal like where he will create an Alexa skill until it's ready for submission all in one stream. I could do that, but I feel like I feel like we wouldn't get a lot done in 10 hours. I mean, maybe we would. We could probably build something pretty cool in 10 hours. But npm run dev. Okay. So what you going to do this time? What package is missing this time?
Jeff, there was an error. What should we do now?
Fetch is not defined. What are you talking about? Oh, this is so frustrating. I just want to do the work. Get user by user ID. Oh, it's literally not defined. Oh, okay. Well, I can't argue with that. Const fetch equals node fetch. I mean, sometimes the computer's just right. They just know what they're talking about. It kept the service running. That's good. It's better than we were before. And now, one more time.
Jeff, there was an error. What should we do now?
Cannot read property 0 of undefined. Get user by user ID, line 15. What did we think was going to happen? If we try to get a user by user ID and they don't exist, we need to create one. So if I go look at how we did this in the bot, and in here we have get user record. Same deal. So what I need to do is do the open. I need to do the one where it is the update user score. Yeah, this is the version that I needed anyway. Because this is the one where I'm actually checking to see, did you send me a user ID or did you send something else? Okay. So in this case, If r.records.length, then we're going to return creating a user record. So let's get user by user ID. And we're going to say in here, I have the R and then the bracket, R and then this, like so. And then I'm saying if r.records.length equals 0, then we're going to create a user record. Otherwise, what does update score do? Oh, that's where I give you coins. Okay. So create user record. This is where we're going to actually create a record for you and then bring it back. So this is a necessary thing. But I feel like this should end up being its own function. It's fine here for now. So we're going to say user ID equals context because that's what I'm passing in. And get rid of this stuff. We're going to, this is now process.env and process.env and then Airtable user create, and I'm creating a record that is the user ID this, currency this, because I give you 100 credits when you first get created. That's great. So create user record. Now I want to see the other piece of this was else return update score. Copy that. So I do my if first. And then update score is the one that gives you a credit for your interaction. And this seems a little broken, but that's all right. We'll take it and we'll figure it out. Update score. These are going to become their own functions, I think. So in here, in update score, will do. Thanks, TradeLast, for stopping by. Always good to have you here, man. Okay, so now we have this update score, and this is going to do the same thing. Process.env. And then this is where we're going to update the record based on the user's record ID, which I don't, I guess I do know. I do know. So this is me getting the user ID. This is great. Updating their currency by 1. Okay. Okay. Let's try. So this is still running, right? Perfect. So we should probably also have an Airtable open to go look at that. Like I said, I just changed my password, so my entire keychain has been destroyed. I have to log into everything. Cookies, everything gets deleted. It's a mess. So I have this user table. This is everybody that's ever posted a message while the chatbot was running with their current currency count. There's a lot of us. But you can see that they all have usernames. That's because these are all Twitch users. What I'm trying to do is create a user over here that inserts a user ID instead of a username. So we should be able to say, open the Chatsino, and it should just be like, ta-da!
Jeff, there was an error.
There was an
What should
error.
we do now?
Property length of undefined, get user by user ID. So you're saying that R is JSON dot stringify r. Let's see what we're getting.
Jeff, there was an error. What should we do now?
The table is called user. The field is called user ID. We're gonna go to camera time for just a second. We're gonna take a look at a full resolution path here and see what might be the issue. So it doesn't seem like we're getting the right data out of our database.
Jeff, there was an error. What should we do
So
now?
if I take this like that and come over here and take a look. Not found. Oh, because object. Okay, so user ID. What am I passing in? Sorry, I'll get back on screen in just a second. I just want to see. Handler input request envelope. So the issue. I'm being dangerous. Hold on. Let me just. I don't want to reveal all my keys and stuff on screen. So just give me 1 second and then I'll be right back. Dot session dot user ID. I think that's it. We'll find out in a second. So I try that again.
Jeff, there was an error. What should we do now?
Boy, oh boy. One of those days. Now my API keys aren't showing up? What? Those are there. Am I referring to them improperly in the get user by user ID? No. Urban Blaster Man, thank you for the compliment on the lights. I'm a big fan of how those have turned out. They look really good. They bring a whole new level to what's going on behind me, and I have more plans. I think Mickey might go away. There's a new thing that I think I might be able to put where Mickey is. I haven't made a full decision yet, but sorry, as I'm going through this, I'm just not figuring out what is wrong with my URL. Now, for some reason, it can't find my API keys. Soothing is not a valid lamp color. Maybe it should be. Maybe it should be. What else can we do here to get this working? Well, I guess the first thing I can do is validate. I know you guys can't see. The first thing I can do is validate that these keys, if they were in place, because it's not putting them in place, that they would actually work. So I can at least be certain that I'm trying to solve the right issue. That's okay. So that's the issue right now I have. So let me close these things down so I can get back to a place where we can see see what I'm actually doing. should be good now. Okay, so here's what I've established. Here's the problem that I'm having. I have my API keys. I have this process.environment environment variable for both of these, process.env. And for whatever reason, right here, it's not actually grabbing those values. It's treating these as undefined. And I don't know why. I'm going to do this one more time, just because this is a touchy spot to work in. I'm in the right function. I think I'm in the right function, actually. Let's confirm that. Where did my tab? Did I close that tab? Is there another browser window open? What? Okay. What we're going to try and figure out here is how do we get those environment variables to show up? That usually is just process.env and we're good. I shouldn't need to do more than that. Oh, I know why they're not working. Okay, because I'm debugging locally. And because when you're debugging locally, you need to have a file in your Lambda function called .env. And in there, you have to have your keys. Otherwise, it doesn't work. So I have a copy of this somewhere. Glad I'm not still on screen. So we need to go to Chatcino. Yeah. Open this bad boy up. Close that file. And let's try running it again and see what we get. This should be the winner. It's not going to be the winner, but it should be the winner.
Jeff, there was an error. What should we do now?
Okay, let's do a little research. Using a .env file in Node. I thought that I knew the format for this, but I could be... I thought that I could be wrong. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm in a hurry. Okay, so sorry to do this again, but I have everything right. I just had the formatting of the file a little wrong. I had the string like wrapped in quotes, and I think that's the issue. It just needs to be straight away. Let my people code. Good morning, Greg. How are you? Let's get this out of the screen. Let's give this a try. We can do this on screen, and we'll just give it a run.
Jeff, there was an error. What should we do now?
Okay, let's keep going. We're gonna defeat this. I need to see what URL I'm getting again, and I can't do that on screen.
Jeff, there was an error. What should we do now?
They're still not coming through. Was there another part of my research that I needed to use? There we go. That's the piece that I'm missing. Okay, we are so close, so close. This is the piece that I was missing. There's a .env npm module that I need to be running, and so that was our trick. So let's open this and cd lambda up some action. This will give me the .env stuff so that my .env file will behave as if it's a process.env solution. And then I forgot that I had to install this last time I did this. Okay, then we're going to go like this, and we're going to go npm run dev, and this will give me my URL. Everything's good there. So now, I think we should be able to say, boom.
Jeff, there was an error.
I'm okay with errors. I just want it to be a new error, and it's not a new error. They're not. They're not doing it. Why? I have .env installed now. I have... Oh, this is so annoying. I wanted to make real progress today. Okay, it looks like I had screwed up my env file a little bit, so hopefully that's the issue.
Jeff, there was an error. What should we do now?
It's just not getting those things. What else could I be missing here? Install, did that. Write the code to the env, to write the code to read the .env. Do I need this literally everywhere I want to access those API keys? That's so annoying. See, I did the thing. This is why I hate working with keys. I hate it. I'm so nervous about like just flashing things on the screen, and I did it. But okay. So, will this at least get me what I want?
Jeff, there was an error. What should we do now?
No, it still didn't even get my keys for me. So, what else can we try? Do I have to do this? Okay, we'll try that too. I'm in the wrong file anyway. Guys, I'm not having a good day. I'm getting frustrated. I don't like getting frustrated. Turn this off. Okay.
Jeff, there was an error. What should
Context is not defined. That's a new error, everybody. That's a new error. This is going to become user ID. We got past it. We got past it. Oh, that feels really good. Okay, create user record. This is going to be user ID. Got some variable issues here. I think, well, that feels pretty good. Let's see.
Jeff, there was an error. What
Air
should we
table
do
is
now?
not defined in get user by. Of course it doesn't. Why would I include all the packages I need? Air table equals require air table. Okay, how about now? How about now? Do you want to work?
Just triggered start game intent.
Oh my
What
gosh.
should we do now?
What? That is the most exciting news I've ever heard. Quit. Launch request.
Welcome to the skill template. What would you like to do?
Ah! I have defeated you. It took me way, way longer than I wanted, but I've defeated you. Now, the real test. If I come into my user table, I come to about 100. Look. There's a user that has an Alexa user ID rather than a username from Twitch. And every time that I talk to the skill, check this out. Help, please.
You can say hello to me. How can I help?
I get a credit every time I talk to Alexa now. Oh, this is so great. Okay, so now, the other thing that I really want to do let's see. How do I want to do this? I don't know that we have time for it this morning. But maybe we can at least get it to give me the information. So I have, let's think about this. I have in my skill package interaction models, and did I already build this? It'd be great if I already built it, but I don't think that I did. I did not. So we're going to do it in the help intent for now, just so that I can feel good about how today has gone. So we're going to go into Amazon help intent. And in here, we're going to have to use Airtable. Or are we? Maybe we're going to use fetch. We'll use fetch. Const fetch equals require node fetch. Okay, so we have fetch. Now what we're going to do in the help is we're going to say, give me my code. And when I say my code, what I'm saying is I want to know what the last 5 digits of my Alexa user ID are. So if we're looking at this whole thing, this would be 2YHUQ. And I'll have to say capital before all of them. What I'm going to try to do is the the poor man's account linking. I think what I should be able to do is have the user say, "Oh, what is my code? What is my unique code for letting the casino know about my account?" What I want to do is basically end up with these two things fitting together. And this is going to be a lot of work because there's a bunch of edge cases and weird scenarios. But let me just talk it through with you guys. I'd love your thoughts on this. If you're in the okay, so you have used the Twitch casino before, and you have a username that's already in the account. Let's say you're Call Me Roby, you have 409 coins. And then you use the Alexa skill, which is completely separate and independent, but it uses the same code base, same database, same everything. And you say, "What is my user ID? I want to link my accounts," or something like that. You would be given this code, this 2YHUQ, and you would go to the casino here, and you would say something like link 2YHUQ, right? And you would pass in a message like that. What this command would do on the chatcinos, on the chatbot side, would be to say, "Oh, I see you have 2 accounts," because now I know what your Alexa ID is, and I can use that Alexa ID plus your username to basically say, "Oh, these are the same person now." My initial inclination was to say, I'm going to let you pick which one you want, because let's say you played them independently for a while, and one account has 1,400 credits and the other one has 2,000 credits. I could say, "Oh, your Twitch account has 2,000 credits, your Alexa account has 1,400 credits. Which one do you want?" But that requires a turn. And I really don't care how many credits you have. So I think what I'll do instead is merge them. Merge them? Yeah. I'll have to merge them. Like, I'll have to have a script that basically goes through and rewrites a bunch of records. Puts you so that you would have a situation in the database where you have both of these. So you'd have both this and a username in the same record. And then you could play on Alexa, win something, go to the Twitch chatbot, and immediately see your balance has changed, your history has changed, all of that stuff. That's where I'm headed. There's a lot there. But I think that's the ultimate plan, is to have those things merged. But we're now at least in a place, again, the skill is not usable or published or anything, but the skill is now in a place where when you talk to the skill, it will create a record for you in the same database, give you 100 credits, and give you another coin, another credit every time that you talk to the skill. ATK, look at you just coming out of the gate with getting on the Wall of Fame. Yeah, we're going to do that right now because that's important. So we'll take this beautiful, beautiful image of you. Oh man, look at this. This is something. Love it. Okay, so I'm going to take... We only do faces, so I'm just going to take your face. Like here-ish. And then we're going to come over to the finest Adobe Photoshop money can buy. And we're going to get you on the Wall of Fame. That's what we're going to do. Add the two currencies together. W. Giorgio totally agrees with that. As the leader in the clubhouse, I guess I feel good about the fact that he wants to do that. I don't know if this is going to work. Let's try. I'm not on the VPN, so I don't know if it'll like. I might have to get on the VPN to make this happen. We'll see. Yep. Okay, so we're gonna have to do some VPNing. Good times. It's nothing like trying to use productivity software and having to be connected to a much slower internet connection in order to do so. It's the best. Okay. Logging in. By the way, there's a whole story here, ATK, about this rocket and what you're doing here, man. I need to know the whole story because this looks sweet. Is there video of you launching this rocket? All of those things need to be shared. We need to know what's happening. So now I'm connected. Now let's try and open Photoshop again. This time on the VPN so that it can authenticate me and make sure that I have permission. Like Photoshop, year after year, has made it harder and harder to actually use their software. But they made it easier and easier to pay for, which is interesting. Okay. Let's try that. Let's try company or school account. And then just let the magic happen. Talk to some internal servers. Validate my existence. And we're good. Federated authorization. So great. So great. And like that, I am in. Okay, so we want to open up. Is it in here? Wall. Wall. No, that's the Wall of Fame PNG. Where's the? Well, here. Let's be safe about this. Let's do this the right way. So we'll come in here and we'll say S3. Oh, Corona stopped you guys from launching it? Man, that sucks. That's such a cool looking rocket. W. Giorgio's asking some good questions. What is the accelerant? What are you using? So this is in the Twitch folder, I think. Funko Wall, right there. Download it. Thank you. See, it wasn't the downloads folder. God, just stupid. And because I'm on VPN, I wonder if now that I'm authenticated, I wonder if I could get off VPN. My connection's so much faster without it. Go. Go. Pause. Resume. Go. Okay, whatever. So let's do open Funko. There's the JPEG. Where's the FunkoWall.psd? There we go. Open it up. Let's cancel this. All right. Actually open it for me now. Or is it because I'm off VPN you're not going to let me? Oh, good. Okay. So you want to be Han Solo on the Millennium Falcon. That's what you were asking for. So let's see what we can do. There's your face. We gotta do some trimming. Gots to do some trimming. Just cut your head out nice and clean. There's nothing like watching someone trim your head to make you a little self-conscious about every photo you've ever taken. The other one that's weird is like, where do I decide where your chin... I get full power over deciding where your chin is. We're going to go like here. Get some of that epic beardness. Just kind of following the curve of your face. Come up around the hair. I feel like we got to get that guy right there. Boom. Cut that. Delete this layer. Delete this layer. Paste. Oh, we got a face. Now we'll do a little transform on it. Scale it up. Make you as big as Han Solo. Oh, no, no, no. Let's not stretch it. That's not fair to anyone. There we go. So now if we zoom out a little bit, look at that. Beautiful. So you got 4 underscores there. So we'll do a new group called ATK1111. Okay. And this is going to go in there. And then Mr. Smoofy is a good model for this. We'll take the naming stuff, copy that, drop it in your folder, drop it in your folder. What did I do? Copy. The thing we don't want is his actual face. Let's get Mr. Smoofy out of your group. Delete. Okay, so the other thing that we need to do is put your name in here. So that's going to be ATK1111, like that. Oh, what is that? Does my font not support underscores? It looks like it does not support underscores. What am I supposed to do? We'll have to use a different font. There we go. Okay, so we're almost good. There it is. It's just in the wrong order. Boom. And then this needs to move down here like so. And then that and this need to be joined together in happy harmony. And then I think we'll keep you. Well, I think we're going to keep your name right under your face. You kind of picked a weird one, right? Because most people I can put it right under their bodies, but you have this whole ship. Do I? I don't know. I feel like maybe it needs to move down here. I think that's where it needs to go. All right, file save, and then we got to do an export. Save that. Overwrite. Wonderful. So that has happened. Now we need to go back to our S3 bucket. We're going to need to upload some files so that we have the latest saved here in case anything were to happen to my machine. So we'll take these and upload them. Next, let's make them public so that everyone can see them. Upload. It's happening. And welcome to the Wall of Fame. That gives me one more thing that I can do. If we go to here, people that are on the wall get channel bling, ATK, and you just earned yourself some channel bling. So we need to find you, ATK1111, like that. This looks like you. Is that? Doesn't look right though. Make sure I have the right user. ATK and then 4 underscores. This is you with the green circle here? Okay. We're going to give you VIP status. Boom. Type another message. You got some bling. There you go. VIP. Welcome to the show. You got yourself some bling. All right. So we're at 11:45. We did something interesting. Mr. Smoofy, what? Well, let's fix that. I don't know what you're talking about. You definitely have had this status the entire time. And it's not obvious by looking at the bling next to your name on previous messages that you didn't have it. You definitely do. There you go. So my miss on that. My apologies. So I think I'm going to wrap things up a little bit early today. We made some good progress in getting this. This was a lot of like development environment stuff today, right? We got through setting up Bespoken again. So now we're able to do local debugging. We got the Chatsino running inside the Alexa skill. So I'm actually calling into that code. I think on Monday we will actually be able to get it to play poker. I think that's going to be my first target. But we will also have to figure out how to get these accounts linked. That's going to be a big part of how this is effective and useful. And obviously, if you don't know that the other one exists, that's also totally fine. There's no reason to need to link them. If you want them to be separate and independent, totally fine. But I think it's a really kind of cool feature that we can offer, that we can provide the same experience with the same data, with the same everything across both the Alexa skill and the chatbots. So I'm really looking forward to that. All right, so I'm going to go camping, guys. I think that's what's going to happen right now. And let's see if we can tune in and find somebody to raid. That's always really fun. I have to go to the creator dashboard for that, I think. No, where? Stream manager. We'll find somebody cool to go hang out with, and then I'm gonna get out of here. Well, let's. Can I? I don't want to do that right now. Okay, so raid channel. Who we got? Unspecified software. That's my man. I was there this morning. This is Clark Sell. He's building some really cool kind of open spaces video chat conference software for an event that he's putting together on August 3rd. So if you guys haven't been to Unspecified's channel before, he's a blast. Really good guy, answers lots of questions, and kind of one of the people that I lean on when I'm looking for guidance and advice on what to do in specific code situations. So we'll send some people over there. If everybody that gets there could drop him a follow, that would be super cool. But the casino is running on his channel too, so if you want to fire up some games of poker or whatever while you're there, go for it. Do it. It's a lot of fun. So with that, I'm going to sign off. Thank you guys all so much. It is always so much fun to hang out with you, and I'll see you in the Discord. So we'll be there. We'll do it. Continue the conversation there. Bye, everybody.